Let's talk. We might as well talk about it because it's going to come up. It's what everyone wants to know. The battle between Quinn Ewers and Hudson Card. I think most Texas fans realize like Quinn Ewers is going to start. I don't see a scenario unless he just got off on through these practices where he doesn't start. I'm really hoping I don't hear what we kind of heard last year, where it's like, we'll play both of them in the first game. I didn't really like that, so hopefully that doesn't happen this year. Hopefully someone is named the starter week 1. They play the season as long as they don't get hurt, and they're the starter at the end of the year. But I expect that to be Quinn Ewers. What about you?
I expect it to be Quinn Ewers as well. A few things kind of tip it off to me. When you're bringing transfer guys, like when we were making the pitch to Jordan Addison, Isaiah Nair, stuff like that, it wasn't Hudson Card that was meeting with these guys. It wasn't Hudson Card that was taking pictures, stuff like that. It was Quinn Ewers. So I think that's saying that, this is our future. This is our guy, to me personally. And, people have a misconception about Hudson Card. He's only played quarterback for a few seasons. Coming out of Lake Travis, he only played one season as quarterback. He was a receiver before that, sitting behind Charlie Brewer that went to Baylor and then Utah. So he's not head and shoulders experienced over Ewers like, some people may think. So I'm definitely excited to see who the starter is going to be. I'd like to have it sooner rather than later. And I'd like for that starter to play the entire Louisiana Monroe game to get that experience under their belt and get ready for Bama in week 2.
Yeah, 100%. I would agree with that point. Other than if we're up like 56-10, 5 minutes left, fine, throwing the guy. But I 100% agree. Like meaningful snaps, there should not be splitting meaningful snaps between those guys. Like you're going to play Bama week 2. That guy's going to need every rep he can possibly get. You need to treat that as basically a scrimmage. Use everything that you possibly can out of that game to see what works so you can use it in the Alabama game. And hopefully that will be Quinn Ewers. And like you said, that was a great point. When you have someone meeting with those guys to play catch and have team meetings and stuff like that, that proves he's probably the leader in the locker room already at that point, at that position. And then another thing too, I mean, this is starting to turn into like the NFL guys. This guy's getting paid so much money. You got to start him. I feel like it's kind of like the Washington Commanders traded for Carson Wentz, and Taylor Heineke was basically asked, "Do you expect to start?" And he's like, "I'm getting paid $2 million. The other guys are getting paid $30 million. So no, I'd like to start, but there's not a chance I'm going to start over him." That's kind of like what I feel like what we're going towards in college football. This guy's getting paid so much, and the boosters expect a return on their investment and stuff like that, and all the NIL guys do as well. So I expect Quinn Ewers to start.
Like Gary Lewis in the comments section says, Ewers impressed during the spring game on that long throw. Ewers is worth enduring the growing pains. I agree. If the quarterback battle is that close, you have to go with the guy with more upside and more of a future.
100%. And if Quinn Ewers does win this job, I think Hudson Card stays the season, then transfers. It doesn't really make much sense for him to transfer out immediately because he's not going to start wherever he goes right away anyways. So I think that'll be interesting where he goes because he is talented. There's no doubt about that. The guy's got raw talent there. That's why he was able to play the wide receiver position. He's a very good athlete at the quarterback position. So I think that'll be interesting. Next up, or do you want to make a quick comment?
No, I would say that's why he was the number 1 dual threat quarterback coming out in high school. So
yeah.